Well, good morning. Welcome. Y'all are up early with me this morning. I'm Babz Lovetalk, up early with Lovebabz Lovetalk. Hey, Mr. Tinney, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Hey, Miss Tabron, how are you?
Fine. You can call me Wendy.
Hi, Wendy, how are you?
I'm doing fabulous this morning.
So we're here to talk about Shine the Light on New Haven during Juneteenth weekend for sickle cell awareness. Is that right?
That's right.
I'm so excited. So, Wendy, you're from the National Red Cross in partnership with the International Black Firefighters Association. Is that right, Gary Tinney?
Yes, ma'am.
And so y'all are coming together to raise awareness around sickle cell in the African American community. And as we know, sickle cell disease disproportionately impacts the African American community, yet public awareness and understanding remains limited. And so y'all are coming together to help raise awareness inside and outside of the community this weekend during Juneteenth. So what do you got planned? Talk to me about what y'all got planned. And how did this collaboration come together?
Well, I received an email from Miss Wendy, and she spoke to me about what she did some research and found out that the African American firefighters across the country have really committed to outreach pertaining to sickle cell. And then we talked about HBCUs and what they've done across in the fraternities, sororities, and all the different entities, and how important it was if everybody got together and collaborated on making this a priority. So it was a perfect opportunity, I saw, especially knowing what our organizations do locally, regionally, and nationally. So it was a no-brainer. I was very excited when I received the email, and I responded right away. So again, looking forward to it. We've been meeting for the last few months, and it's a perfect. What better time to do it during Juneteenth?
I love it. So, Wendy, is this a departure from what the Red Cross does, or is this exactly what the Red Cross does?
This is exactly what we do. And my particular position as a National Biomedical Partnership Officer is specifically designed around outreach to our community, around advocation and education, and having the Black community get the information and the education that they need. And we do this through partnerships. Partnerships are very, very important in our community because they're trusted. And in order to get the messaging out, Red Cross has been collecting blood forever. We're the largest blood collector in the world. However, sickle cell disease, what is the connection? Well, sickle cell patients need blood transfusions. They need them more than it's more important as cancer, childbirth, bleeding out, those issues. A sickle cell patient could need 100 pints of blood annually. And so when our community knows what the needs are, we will respond. But it appeared, and there's a narrative, we don't give blood. Well, that's not true. We do give blood, but we have to have a strategy around reaching the Black community. And our previous CEO said every community deserves to be heard and to uplift what's happening. And sickle cell disease is so underserved. So we built out an entire team to address the needs of sickle cell patients around advocacy. We have doctors who are assigned to us, partnerships. Then I have a whole team of on-the-ground account reps who go out and reach our local partners. And then my reach is national, so I partner with national partners, and it has been so successful. when we attempted to, or when we went out to national partners, we weren't getting a lot of blood donations, but when we put the strategy together, created awareness, we've increased African American pints of blood by 67% the
Wow.
first year of this program, because we started on the heels of COVID. Blood donations dropped for everyone, but particularly in our community, we went down to 2% of our population giving blood. Today, we're back up to 4.5% as a result of this initiative. We know our community cares, but we can't do some of the traditional things that other majority communities just automatically may give blood because they grew up giving blood. But if we don't know how our blood impacts the community, and especially sickle cell patients, then we don't know. Are blood drives convenient? We had to make them more convenient. Did someone even ask you to give blood? And so it's very, very important that those things are in place and blood drives that are welcoming to our community. So we're boots on the ground, making sure those things happen in all communities.
Wow. So you've got a whole weekend of activities happening. From what I can see here, starting with Friday, they're going to be a sickle as part of sickle cell day observance. You're gonna be on the ground here, and then y'all are gonna have a blood drive at the Q House.
That is correct.
Okay, so that's Saturday from 9 to 2, and the Association of Black Firefighters will be on hand, right, in the emergency responders.
Yes, so we're going to be Thursday evening down at the boathouse. I think from 7 to 12.
Okay.
You can see firefighters, police officers, our organization, members from the Juneteenth Committee, Red Cross. We're going to all be there from 7 to 12, announcing this great collaboration between the National Red Cross and the International Association of Black Professional Firefighters and many other groups. We're really trying to get the buy-in to show the importance of folks giving blood and what impact it has pertaining to just saving lives. Imagine going into a store or a pharmacy and you need medication, pain medication, or any medication pertaining to whatever you're going through, and they tell you that they just don't have it. They're out. I mean, I would never want to have experienced that. But in the fire service, we've, going on these calls and seeing folks that are in this situation and going through crisis. It's horrific just to know that this little young man or little girl, you can't really do anything about it but get her to the hospital. So there's been some, and Wendy can speak to it. So there's been some improvements on medicine and patient care and all these things. So this is why we're doing this too, but blood donations makes a huge difference, and we're encouraging everyone to please do that.
So you've got you're running the you're gonna set up for a blood drive. You've got a ribbon cutting happening and a parade with first responders on Saturday from the Gulf Street station. And then you're going to have a sickle cell disease education forum on Saturday from 2 to 4 at Dixwell Congregational Church. So this really covers all the bases of sickle cell awareness, from a blood drive to awards to a parade to a panel discussion. I mean, I don't know, Gary, is this the first time this is happening like this?
Yes, most definitely. This is the first time that we're very, yes. So we're blessed.
And so is the idea to make this a thing every year? Like, will this be an annual? Like, Wendy, what do you imagine to happen after this?
Well, those are great questions. I would imagine that we would continue, and not just in celebration, but in just our daily outreach and our weekly and monthly outreach to the community, that we're constantly keeping this initiative top of mind for everyone, because These sick patients, they need us, they need our blood. And one of the things at the boathouse, they're going to kick off Shine the Light, and they're going to light everything up around the city in red to have everyone be aware of sickle cell. Because again, we as African Americans, we know relatives, cousins, friends who have the disease. We talk about it, but sometimes you feel helpless. But there are things we can do. And now, outside of giving blood, Gary alluded to, there are therapies that could potentially cure sickle cell patients. But while they're going through that, they still need blood transfusions while they're going through it. So blood is the link and the key to life. And we keep saying, give back. This is how you can help, by giving blood. And there's also going to be a blood drive on Friday in Hartford. So if they can't come Saturday, they can come Friday to donate blood. And we still need more donors for Saturday.
Oh, I love this. All right,
Mhm.
so this is a whole weekend. This is beyond a party with a purpose. You've got a whole weekend designed and focused around sickle cell. So Sickle Cell Awareness Day is a day. It's a day that people observe. When is that? The 18th or the?
The 19th.
Oh, so it is on Juneteenth.
Yeah, World Sickle Cell Day lands on Juneteenth. So how, I mean, it's just beautiful that we can help move the needle on a disease that impacts our Black community. We can help.
Oh, I love this. So, Gary, the International Professional Firefighters, Black firefighters, how many are there around in New Haven? Like, are people coming from everywhere to support this? How do you manage that?
Well, the goal was to first, this is the launch. And not too long ago, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I went to anniversary in New Orleans, Dillard University. Um, and I spoke to several individuals from different states. So right now, I'm hoping that the chapter, we have chapters all over the country. So one chapter that's in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and another one in Cleveland, Ohio, are going to be our next group of folks, group of firefighters, part of our organization that participate in this. So this is the launch. And this is something that I know that has hit home in several of our members' families. And I know several firefighters who have sickle cell disease and who have been affected by, and we refer to them too as the sickle cell warriors. We talk about heroes, but you have some places that are firefighters are being, or potential firefighters are being eliminated due to having the trait. So there's a legal aspect, but there's an educational aspect to know that you're protected in so many different ways, and don't let somebody tell you because you have a trait that you can't become a firefighter, a police officer, or anything that's going to eliminate you from a process. So this is huge in so many ways, and it speaks to what our membership and what we do across the country. You know, we fight against discrimination and all those other things, but community, we're community oriented. I grew up in New Haven, and where we're having the march, where we're starting off as Gulf Street, Engine 6, where I spent most of my career there. So this speaks to the community and folks in so many levels. I just can't tell you. Like, we started a program called Ring the Bell for Sickle Cell many years ago, and it started in New Haven, and we would go out and collect. And I can't tell you how many grandmothers, aunts, uncles stopped and said, you know, Gary, this is beautiful. We've never seen anybody embrace, you know, sickle cell disease. My daughter, my granddaughter, my cousin, are suffering, and this is just wonderful. And thank you for it. And it really uplifted not just myself, but the other firefighters too, because now they know why we go on those calls when someone says, oh, my knee hurts, my leg hurts. They don't, and sometimes folks belittle it because they don't know what it's about. But then when you explain to them, and then they see these folks come up to them and showing their appreciation, it speaks volume.
I love it. So, Wendy, are you doing this all over the country, or are you starting here in New Haven?
Well, we've done these community events all over the country, so we commit to doing as many as we can, and we have sickle cell blood drives all over the United States. But this one is particularly special because there are so many organizations involved, and I have to give Gary Tinney complete acknowledgement for this. He is so connected in the community. And when we talk about, it's all about community. And because of the work that they were already doing, it was just a slam dunk for us. And when we met, it was almost divine because it's like, you're already doing what we need to be done in the community. Now Red Cross wants to help promote what you're already doing. We come alongside our partners. We don't tell the partner what to do or how to do it, but what we say is we're here to help, and we can promote this with our educational materials, our blood drives, helping set up the form and the format for those kind of educational sessions. So our medical doctor will be on site at the forum as well to help continue with some of the great education. And Gary talked about the trait. Red Cross has completed over 390,000 trait screens for
Wow.
our donors, which is a big deal. We as African Americans need to know our trait status. Many have forgotten or didn't know from the beginning. 35% of our donors didn't know they had the trait. It's
Yes.
important to know that when you're making decisions about having a family. And when you know and you have information, then you can make good sound decisions. So,
Mhm. Well, things jump off on Friday.
yeah.
The lights all around the city will be red, starting at midnight, and then you Saturday morning, the American Red Cross blood drive for Juneteenth, New Haven, from 9 till 2 at the Dixwell Community House that sits right there on 197 Dixwell Avenue, and then the Red Cross Partnership ribbon cutting and first responders parade. That's Saturday, June 20th, from starting at 9 o'clock, and that's going to be at the New Haven Fire Department on Gulf Street. So get over there. And then the Sickle Cell Disease Education Forum, that's going to be Saturday from 2 to 4 at the Dixwell Congregational Church, 217 Dixwell Avenue, just across the plaza from the Q House. So there's a lot happening in that block this weekend. And then you all got some good speakers, some great educational speakers. Dr. C.C. Calhoun, Dr. Laxmanaman, Krishna Murthy from Yale School of Medicine, Dr. Janice Nelson from UConn Health, Stacy Reed from Genetics Biotherapeutics, and hosted by Maritza Bond, the New Haven Health Department. So you have covered all your community and health bases for this wonderful opportunity to raise awareness for sickle cell.
Yeah. And then another thing too, I just wanted to say real quickly. So the actual kickoff Thursday evening, we're going to be at the Boathouse Thursday.
Okay.
We're going to be at the Boathouse, and that's going to kick everything off.
And what time is that, Gary? What time should people arrive at the Boathouse?
I think it's going to start at what, 7?
7.
Okay.
7 p.m.
Okay.
And then also, I just wanted to mention, we talk about Juneteenth and the celebration of our freedoms, and in some cases, not knowing you're free. So this speaks to, our health, speaks to the quality of our life, and our freedom speaks, and in the current climate that we're going through right now. These are all important things where we need to unite in so many ways. So again, I just want to say I appreciate all the different entities that are part of this. We have the Michelle House and the Juneteenth Committee and all the different folks that are playing a part, the firefighters, the police officers, to, just to get the buy-in and let people know that you can help in so many different ways. It's just, giving blood, of course, is a priority, but the outreach and knowing especially being in the medical field or first responders, how to treat people when you arrive on the scene and folks tell you this is what's happening. So all this is just a blessing, and I'm looking forward to it, not just here, but all over the country. And I just, again, thank Red Cross, thank Wendy, and thank you, Babz, for having us.
It's my pleasure. This is what a wonderful way to celebrate Juneteenth. Lovely to meet you, Wendy Tabron. Welcome to New Haven. I hope you enjoy your time here. It's a welcoming community. Thank you for all the work that you do. Gary, thank you always for the level of care and concern you show New Haven. So this is going to be an spectacular opportunity for people to just know about sickle cell. And I am so grateful that y'all have come together to do this in partnership. So thank you on behalf of the community, if I could say that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for having us to continue to scream out the need. We need our community to step up and help us. And at the blood drive, just a special treat, instead of just the normal little snacks that you get when you donate, this particular blood drive on Saturday, you're going to get a soul food dinner. And
shoot.
Okay, and if you donate if you donate in the morning, you get a soul food brunch, lunch. But yeah, we wanted to make sure that we incorporate our heritage and what's important to us. So we want you to eat well, feel well, and then be educated with good knowledge.
Okay, well, I'll talk about this all the rest of the week then. Thank y'all so much for being great guests and getting up early this morning. I so appreciate you, and I know it's going to be a resounding success this weekend. You got a whole weekend, and I can't wait to get my light bulb Jackie Buster so I can put it up on my front porch. So listen, y'all have a peaceful day and have a great, successful weekend. Happy
Thank
Juneteenth.
you.
All right. Good morning. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Harry.
Oh, how you doing, Harry?
Whenever you want. Feel free to jump right off whenever.
Okay. All right. Well, have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.